So, good evening. Good evening. We are back again. Press conference settings. The social media derby is upon us, people. Two fallen giants of the game, and now just banter clubs and who can get bragging rights on Twitter. Kind of sad, really, how both of these clubs have fallen from grace, isn't it? But there we go. It is what it is, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like either club is going to change anytime soon. Although saying that. You never know. The most easily pleased fan base on the planet think after beating Chelsea and winning the cup final at the Bridge that we've turned the corner. Unbelievable, Jeff. Eddie Nketiah is now the next Ian Wright. So in about 20 years' time, woohoo, we'll be wheeling him out in merch. Happy days. Oh, my days, this club. But big up to everybody watching on Facebook and on the tube. Make sure you are smashing the likes up. Make sure you are sharing the content around. We're on the Suave this evening. Happy Friday. It is absolutely bucking it down with rain in Spain and really windy. Literally gale force winds here. But we are going to go through the most fraudulent manager in the Premier League's press conference in a second. Big up to everyone watching all across the globe. And if we win tomorrow, then yeah, the statue will be ready. It'll be ready to be straight out there. So happy days. Lee dripping. Yes, oozing sauce. Oozing sauce. We're oozing. English weather in Spain. Mate, it's been mad. I can't lie. Yeah, the last 4 weeks or so, yeah, it's been weird weather, man. Proper weird. And then it's raining and windy at the minute. Then it'll stop. Then it'll be glorious sunshine for 10 minutes. Then it'll be wind and rain again. Tomorrow is going to be windy. Tuesday, Wednesday is going to rain. Thursday, thunder and lightning. Is kind of mad. But as soon as May hits, it should, fingers crossed, be absolutely glorious scenes of 30-degree weather all the way through till October. So, yeah, I'll be looking like a twiglet and sitting on the beach, cremating myself. Big up to Jez. Make sure you subscribe to Jez's channel, people. Arsenal history and more. If you want to learn about the history of this football club, there is no channel better. There's not really any channel out there that actually teaches you about the history, really, other than when Jez and Kenny are on this one, and me trying my best as well. So there we go. But make sure you are smacking these likes up. Big up to everyone watching, man. And yeah, we'll start with Mikel Arteta faced the media ahead of our Premier League clash with Manchester United at the Emirates Stadium on Saturday. The boss discussed the latest team news, Eddie Nketiah's future, because he is the flavour of the month right now, fresh off of the back of scoring his first and second goal of the season. The top four race, the threat of Ralph Rangnick's side. Team news on Tomiyasu. If he trains today and feels good, then he's available for tomorrow. Yes, 4 months with a calf strain. He's back, the saviour. Any fresh injuries? I hear you cry. Any fresh injuries? I don't know what I've done here, but there we go. We're back. No, we haven't really trained, he said. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? The game was on Wednesday. We ain't really trained. It's now Friday. Good here, isn't it? Sorry, we had a recovery session yesterday, and today we're training late in the stadium. They're training right now as we speak, 6 p.m. Because obviously the turnaround is again what they did to us a few weeks ago. Oh my God, the Premier League. Not like Liverpool and Man United played the other day as well. And now Man United are playing this. Don't see Ralph Rangnick crying, do you? So the best way to try and train is as late as possible to do something before the match. I'm knocking Manchester United out of the top four contention. He then said, I think we're going to see a lot of twists. That is what we have to do, perform and play well tomorrow to deserve the win. And it will be difficult. Generic answer. On Erik ten Hag's appointment as Manchester United manager, he said, I think he's been really good what he did a couple of years ago in the Champions League. Can somebody remind this guy that he never won it? So what, you get praise for failure. Okay, cool. He didn't win it, especially the way his team plays. Yes, I remember they played against Tottenham and they bottled a 3-0 lead. But there we go. It is what it is. The hype of this manager is kind of mad, really. Listen, he's a good manager, but so is Poch. So is Emery, you know. But, you know, people always sit there and say, oh, but Poch this and Poch didn't win this and Poch didn't. Emery bottled against Barcelona. Nobody mentions this guy bottling it against Tottenham, do they? Because he's got an exotic name. He sounds great. He said it's Man United's decision, and there's nothing more to say. He was then asked about the timing of the announcement. He said, for us, no impact. For them, I don't know what is going to happen, but for us, nothing changes. We then start with the Eddie Nketiah love fest. On Eddie Nketiah's chances of playing on Saturday, he said, we'll see how he recovers, how everybody is, and we'll try and put the best possible team out to win. On whether he wants to keep Eddie, he said, it's what he does all the time. He hasn't had enough minutes this season to show what he can do. That is what I said. That doesn't answer the question, does it? On whether he wants to keep Eddie, it's what he does all the time. What does that mean? He's asked whether he wanted to keep him. It's what he does all the time. He hasn't had enough minutes this season to show what he can do, and that's why I said what I said. He was then asked about changing a winning side. Okay, great. We won 1 game out of 4. Yay, let's get the party poppers out. It is hard, but unfortunately, it's been the case in many weeks where we had to pick others that have had to step in, and they've done well for the team because they always prepare well. I don't know if somebody's told Mikel Arteta, but we lost 3 out of our last 4 games. So we've lost 5 out of our last, 7? So I'm not sure that they've done well, mate. But there we go. That's what we expect. That doesn't mean that we are going to repeat the same lineup. We have options to change, and we have options to change again tomorrow and play in different ways. I was then asked about finishing in the top 4. He said, I'm very excited about the options we have ahead of us. We're going to give it a go and try our best to reach that. For anybody who hasn't seen Fraudstein's Sky Sports interview today, he actually sits there, David Ornstein, and says, Arsenal are ahead of schedule. Like, come on, turn it in. Yeah, they're actually probably a Europa League club at the moment, but they're ahead of schedule. And if they get Champions League, it'll be massive. Yeah, we sacked Arsene Wenger for being fourth, third, fourth, second, fourth, all that rubbish, 5th, 6th. We sacked him. We then get Unai Emery and sack him for finishing 5th and then sitting 8th, 6 points off 4th with 25 games to go. And then we get this guy. We finish 8th, come out of Europe for the first time since 95, 96, whenever it was. And the aim is apparently spend 250 million to get back into the position that was deemed not good enough in the first place under the last 2 managers. Cool. Only this manager could get away with this, by the way. But it is what it is. On assessing Manchester United against Liverpool, he said, I'm not here to assess anybody's performance. I watched the game. It was an exceptional game. The first half especially, the way Liverpool played was outstanding. We all know how difficult it is to go to Anfield. They have really good moments in the season. They have exceptional players, and they have the ability to beat any team. Bukayo Saka's penalty, what it tells me is the moment he had that he had and the experience that he had over the last few years. He learned from that, and he's willing to take more responsibility and willing to take big decisions to define big moments. And that is what I want. As he says, he is confident to step up and take the penalty, and he's made a contribution to the team. On the change of energy since beating Chelsea, he said, after winning, the dressing room is much better than a losing one. When I have to analyze that energy, obviously is better. But what I'm proud of, what I'm proud about this team is how they behave when things are not going our way and when things become difficult, and how willing they are to push the boat in the same direction. 3 straight losses, twice this season, 11 in total. On how the academy players have dealt with the pressure, he said that's because of all the work that a lot of coaches and a lot of people have made decisions to recruit our academy players in the past. That's a testament to a lot of work they have done. So compliments, I think, should go for them and for the players that have stuck in a big match. This is a PR campaign again, isn't it? I've said that if you want to play Champions League, then you have to go to these stadiums and be able to win. And it's rare, but our 3 academy players scored and made a difference. Can I just make a point, right? Because I've seen a lot of people saying Eddie Nketiah is one of our academy players. Now, Eddie Nketiah came through Cobham, Chelsea. He spent 2 years in Arsenal reserves, bagging goals for fun, by the way. He didn't actually come through our academy, did he? Yeah, he came through Chelsea's academy and then spent 16 years to 18 years old at Arsenal before he got his debut in September 2017 or whatever it was. And then he scored his first goals. I was at the game against Norwich. And I've seen a lot of people trying to claim that he's come through the academy. He hasn't come through the academy. That's like trying to claim Cesc Fabregas came through the academy, because Cesc Fabregas was signed the season we went invincible and he was in the academy. And that doesn't mean he came through our academy, does it? It just means he was an academy player that we poached from another club, the same as Eddie Nketiah. So I've seen a lot of propaganda, and I've seen a lot of these accounts out there that want to claim that Eddie Nketiah is now the saviour and that he came through our academy. He didn't. He was in Chelsea's academy from the age of 9 to the age of 16. That is coming through the academy. They then deemed him not good enough. We said, cool, we'll have you, mate. Bang, you're 16. You're in our reserves. Come on. What's going on here? On the fan-led TIFO display for Saturday, you'll probably have Tarquin telling you to put the flag down because they can't see. But there we go. I'm really pleased to hear all of these things, because that initiative means that they are really engaged with the team and they want to show them they are with the team, that they want to participate and they feel like they're really participating in the success of the team. Wow. Can somebody tell him what success? Ask him. And I've always said, if it makes a stadium a fortress, it'll be really difficult not to be successful. They have a big part to play, and hopefully tomorrow they can do that. Does anyone know our home record this season? Because I'm pretty sure it's not in the top 4. But there we go. On turning Arsenal around. Who asked these questions, by the way? It's mad. Big up to Divic. But Ten Hag, Arteta, at least he has an identity. That is very true. That is very, very true, my friend. I will come back to all these comments in a minute. So bear with me. Eddie, 4-year contract incoming. I know, it's mad, isn't it? It's actually mad. But this is what happens, mate. Our fans get so overhyped about one performance. You know, me and Runts were talking about this earlier. Football fans go one game by one game by one game. They don't look at the bigger picture. They don't look at whether it's sustainable. They don't look at the performances of the games. It's just, oh, well, Eddie's the flavour of the month because he scored 2 goals at the Bridge. So now everything that's happened all season in the other 20 appearances he's had is totally forgotten because of one game. That is how fickle modern football fans are. Yeah, especially Arsenal. But anyway, he was asked about how he's turned Arsenal around. Normally, when you have to make that many changes, that many decisions that are that tough and have been sitting there for a while, it's pretty difficult for a manager to continue unless you're extremely successful. But we've done it together. Done what? It's not the decisions that I've made by myself. It's the decision that we have thought really carefully about, the direction and ambition that we decided to implement at the club. First and foremost, there is no ambition because you lowered the standards by all colluding together to lower the standards by making it a youth project, because then you know, and you've said, Mikel, this season, that we know the fans will be with us because the kids need them. He said that in a press conference earlier this season. So it's basically, well, we lowered the standards because if we put the kids out, they're going to back it. Yeah, he said it in a press conference, that we knew there were risks, but in our opinion, it was the best way to move as fast as possible and in the most efficient way. And then you need to have the support. And I've had a great connection with Edu, the board, with the ownership, and that relationship is vital, especially at this stage of our project, because without it, we don't at that moment have 5 world-class players, that all the issues we have at the club are going to hide them every week because they are going to score hat-tricks here. We do not have that. Well, maybe, just maybe, if we hadn't spent 50 million quid on a dog shit centre-back, we could have had Saliba in there and spent 50 million on a proper midfielder that might have been world-class, mate. So I'll tell you what, every time I see Yves Bissouma play, that guy is getting levels every week. Just maybe we could have gone and done that 50 mil on an actual striker that can score goals. I don't know, just an idea, Mikel. Just an idea, mate, rather than, I don't know, lowering the standards because you know that the fans will back the youth project. I don't know. What do I know? But there we go. And as well, our people believing in what we want to do, of course, helps. Of course it does, because it takes the pressure off of you, my friend. On the patience that Edu and the board have given him and whether he can offer any advice to Man U's new manager. Oh my days. Has that actually been asked to him? Can somebody tell me, anybody who's actually watched that press conference, because I don't watch him, yeah, but anybody who's actually watched this press conference, can somebody tell me who has asked him this question? Advice he can offer Ten Hag. Right, let's have a look at Ten Hag. Ten Hag. Let's have a look at his trophy haul. Ten Hag. Let's have a little look. Do you mind banging, mate? I'm doing a press conference reaction here. Right, Ten Hag. So have a little look at his honours. Let's have a look at Ten Hag's honours, yeah? Right, so Ten Hag as a manager. Bayern Munich second team. Well, we won't include that. That's just unfair. Ajax, he's won 2 titles. He's won basically the Community Shield. We ain't counting that. So he's won 2 titles and 2 cups. Both of them were doubles, by the way. So 2 doubles. And they're asking Mikel Arteta if he's got any advice for somebody that has won 2 doubles. This is the levels we're dealing with, by the way. This is the levels of journalism in England at this football club. It's not journalism. It is a PR session for this manager and for dead average players every single week. It is embarrassing. Imagine asking somebody that's won 1 trophy in his entire managerial career about somebody who's won 2 doubles and lost a Champions League semi-final, yeah, by being 3-0 up. He bowled it. To Tottenham, the banter club, the bottle club, the irrelevant team that our fans cheer every time they lose, the irrelevant team that our fans will be cheering if we finish above them this season. So irrelevant. But anyway, he's won 2 doubles, and our journo puppets are sitting there asking whether he's got advice for this manager. Shouldn't it be the other way around? You know, this guy's fluked an FA Cup with Unai Emery's team, who got him 3/4 of the way, and this guy's won 2 doubles. Okay. There we go. Big up to Saggy Sacks. Big up, Lee. Is that a new Arsenal top you're wearing with the dinosaur representing the last time we won the league, bruv? It's not actually got a dinosaur on it. But thank you very much, mate. Appreciate the love. And yeah, maybe I should go and get a dinosaur top. I don't know. That's actually mad. I can't believe somebody's actually asked him that question. Man said, I think it was Watts. It wouldn't surprise me. It's actually mad. Big up to Alex on Facebook. Lee, Arteta's getting a lifelong contract if they get top 4. It's actually banter, isn't it? It really is. Wasn't Ten Hag a cheaper option than Poch? Exactly. Big up D-Dubs. PR, sack Arteta. Bring a proper manager in. Exactly. Ten Hag is clear of Arteta. Me personally, I don't think he's actually that amazing. But having said that, he is a decent manager and a lot higher up in the game, managerial-wise, coaching-wise, etc., of this manager. So, listen, I don't think he understands what he's walking into at Man United, because they are completely useless, aren't they? But there we go. It is what it is. Anyway, before Ten Hag, Ajax hadn't won the league in 3 years. Well, there you go. And they've won 2 out of the last 3. Doing a double in both. But what do we know? You know, Mikel Arteta is going to give him Watts is on holiday, so it weren't Watts. Big up to you, Kim. But yeah, so Mikel Arteta is going to teach a guy that's won 2 doubles in the last 3 years, how to manage a club. Well done. Jesus Christ, this club, these puppets, man. They should get fans to ask the questions. But anyway, on the patience that Edu and the board have given him and whether he can offer advice. I cannot give any advice, you know, exactly. I haven't been here 25 years in a row to give advice to anybody. Well, at least he knows his role. I just tried to do my job as good as possible, and the rest have to try and do the same. Well, yeah, well done. That's probably the best answer you've ever given. And whether the best is yet to come from our young team, he's not going to say no to that, is he? Oh, actually, he actually said no. I think the potential is the best yet to come from our young team. No, I think the potential of individuals and collective is much bigger. Well, that wasn't the question, is it? The question, if you're saying no, would have been, has the best happened with this young team? The best is yet to come. Oh, my days. This guy's painful, you know. It's actually painful to listen to, and I'm not even listening to it. I'm reading it. And he said, I hope in terms of the quality, consistency, the delivery, the experience that they have, the amount of times that they have played at a professional level, the amount of times that they have been coached in the way that I want the team to play, to go through struggles, to go through pressure. Oh, it's so pressured. Yeah, give me 100 grand a week, mate. I'll run all day. To get to understand each other. They haven't been playing together for long. There are a lot of things that can be done much better. He was then asked about the news about Ronaldo. He said, I don't think I'm allowed to talk about something like that because unless you experience it, you probably cannot be in the same level to express or go through the pain that you should be feeling about it. Very nice answer. I'll give him credit for that. Very nice. He then continued on, at least what this country and this league have shown with what happened at Anfield the other day, I think is exceptional. And big up to the Liverpool fans, by the way. That's what sport should be leading on this, to find some unity at human level that sometimes is missing. Yesterday was a great example, and everyone should be proud to be participating in the league where some clubs and some people are both in this sport are able to show such things. He was then asked about Lacazette. He said he trained yesterday. Hopefully he's feeling better today. So after COVID, we have players that struggled for weeks, others that have recovered quicker. Let's see. But he's a player that we need, contributing and being at his best. Hopefully he can recover quickly. On Mohamed El Neni, I will say that for me, that he is one of the most important players in the squad for what he does when you give him a chance to play and the things he does when he doesn't play. He is a phenomenal player, a phenomenal person. And you have to judge the footballer as well, that sometimes doesn't probably get the credit he deserves. Don't worry, mate. Rolled out a new contract, sod it. We'll roll back the years, mate. And if he convinced him to stay last summer, he said it was more in January than the summer. And I think he understood with the squad that we had at the moment that I could not let another player leave. And it's a tough balance because at the end, we're in a period... they're in a period in their career where they're looking to extend their footballing lives. But at the same time, I thought that he could be an important player for the team for part of the season. Could El Neni sign another deal? It's another one where we're going to have another conversation at the end of the season and see, oh my dear God. Oh my dear God. So that's now Lacazette. That is now Mohamed El Neni. And that is now Eddie Nketiah, that are all going to have a talk at the end of the season. On whether he wants to keep him, he said, I'm really happy with him. That's all I can say. On following in the footsteps, this is mad, by the way. I read this earlier, and it is now an Arsene Wenger love fest, which, what has this got to do with Manchester United? And what are these questions doing with Manchester United? I don't understand. It's a Manchester United press conference. It is actually mad. It's actually insane, some of the questions these people put to him. It's mad. It's crazy. I don't really get it. The Dutch league compared to the EPL, seriously. Okay, well, the level of the league is shit. You still got to win the league, though, isn't you? Because the level of the player is down the spectrum compared to Premier League, but the level of that league is probably the same as some of the top teams in the Premier League to the bottom teams in Eredivisie. So what I'm saying is that the top teams in Eredivisie will go and slap up the bottom teams. Yeah, the Premier League teams at the bottom, like a Norwich. I know Norwich played Man United the other day and nearly come back, but listen, Man, you are shit. Yeah, but when a Man City or a Liverpool go and play these teams lower down, they normally clap them. Yeah, in that league, it's normally the top team will beat the bottom as well. Same in the Bundesliga. So it's not comparison or comparing the Premier League with the Eredivisie, but at the same time, you still have to win the league. And Ten Hag's done 2 doubles. Doesn't matter what league you've done it in, you've still won the league, haven't you? You've still been the best team in that league. Yeah, is it Ten Hag's fault that nobody's come in and poached him yet until United? No, it ain't. So what's he going to sit there and go, oh, well, it don't matter. I'll get a United job in a couple of years. Don't have to win anything. Yeah, of course he ain't, because he wants to be the best. Jesus Christ, some of these fucking people, man. Like, wow. Not a journalist, just PR puppet, says Emil. 100%, mate. 100%. 100%. An FA Cup is bigger than 3 charity shields. An FA Cup's bigger than 103 charity shields, mate. It's a glorified soccer aid. That's all it is. It's a glorified friendly. But there we go. Tyndall and Howe going to smoke Arteta on the 16th of May. Big up to you, Joel Linton. Arteta, there's a fraud. Pep's Coman says snake eyes. Big up to you. Big up to Daniel. He says Ronaldo will have a masterclass. He is in training. So yeah, we will see, won't we? Can we get some unity within our club whereby you support the club you claim to be a fan of? What do you mean claim to be a fan of? I've been to over 500 games. I've spent £100,000 or more. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're watching my stream and you're saying that I'm trying to be divisive is what you're trying to say. Yeah, well, why are you watching it then? No, I don't understand why you're watching it, mate. Yeah, because if you're thinking I'm being divisive, why would you watch it? There's nearly 800 people watching this. Yeah, and I'll tell you something. There's probably only about 4 or 5 people that are actually in the comments section that actually think that. There's probably maybe 150 out of these 800 people that are watching that think I'm a prick. The rest don't, hence why I've had over 800,000 views this month. Yeah, because the majority of people actually agree with what I'm saying, yeah, on this channel. Yeah, Facebook, first time I've uploaded was the other day for the watch along, I think. Like Twitter is just a cesspit. I really genuinely don't care. Which is why I take the piss out of it and called it the Muppet Show. But at the end of the day, how is it being divisive to want to be the best and actually want to hold the club accountable for smashing the stadium down? Probably, Mohammed, before you were born, my friend. I don't really understand that mentality, if I'm honest. Genuinely don't get it. But then I suppose in this era of being able to, like I said the other day, identify as a pink lighter. Today it's a lime green one, like a luminous green. Losing is seen as success, isn't it? Yeah, because everyone's fragile these days. Everyone's, oh, you can't say that. Oh, cancel culture. Oh. I mean, like anyone that's got elite mentality of actually wanting to win is seen as an issue. Kind of sad, really. I'm a Spurs fan. I'm the Spurs fan that said hello to you at Whipsnade. I do remember you. I do. Big up to you, my guy. Thank you, man. Arteta's arrogance is painful. You would hate that. If it was my manager. I do remember you, man. It was a proper hot sunny day that day as well. I've actually burnt my neck. I don't normally burn, but that day I burnt my neck, mate. Yeah, I remember that. Big up to you, my guy. And thanks for coming up as well and saying hello. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat as well, buddy. And we will see you later in next month for the irrelevant full finish. It's kind of mad. It's mad, isn't it? But thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Lee, fans sung the Arteta song non-stop during the Chelsea game. I didn't hear any other chants. Arteta Sexuals is not only an online phenomenon. The thing is, listen, fans can sing what they want. Yeah, good luck to them. They can sing whatever they want. And big up to you for that donation as well. Yeah, fans can sing whatever they want. Right? And listen, at the end of the day, they've gone 2 years without actually being able to go to live football. So I get it. I totally get it. My point is that, you know, the way our fans react to one victory when we've lost so many games and then they get gas up full finish. Sorry, mate, I can't get on board with that. Full finish. Yeah, it's mad. It's actually mad. I don't get it. Big up to this guy. I'm willing to debate on you, Arteta being better than Klopp. Bruv, I don't know what you're smoking, mate, but stop. Stop. Big up Joel Linton. Sometimes it goes like this, you know. It just goes fucking mad. It goes mad. I don't know. I don't really understand. But hopefully you're good, man. No, listen, Newcastle are doing well, mate. They're doing very well. I bet you're buzzing. They've gone from looking like they were doomed to now they're well up and they're not going to get relegated. Now it's time to kick on in the summer and push up to Europa League. And I think you have an actual chance of doing that as well, if I'm honest. And big up to the Perchy as well. How's it a youth project? El Neni 29, Laka 30. There you go. There you go, mate. It is what it is. This club, they love to chat rubbish. Is there any more questions? He was asked. Oh, yes, we were talking about Wenger. I'm following in the footsteps of Arsene Wenger. It did cross my mind when taking the job, but it was a tiny in comparison to the excitement and the opportunity I saw by joining the club to try and do what we all want to do, which is get back to where Arsene took it at the highest level. And obviously the desire was much bigger than the worries of failure. on if he almost became manager straight after Arsene left. What has this got to do with Man United? It was close, but things happen for a reason. It was probably too soon. On why he didn't become the manager. Because there was people who made the decisions and they made different decisions. I mean, what kind of questions are these? Did he turn the job down? For me to turn this club down would be extremely difficult. And when you see it closely, there is something happening there that you just want to do it. But again, they signed another exceptional coach who's showing at Villarreal how good he was. But sometimes it's not about the capacity of the person. It's the capacity, good buzzwords, Mikel, of the context, another good buzzword, that you showed the team that it fits. If it's the right moment or not the right moment. Sometimes it's about the capacity again and about the timing. And if it helped by not replacing Arsene straight away, he said, I don't know. The thing is, the expectations of this club are always going to be the best. There you go, your manager. So all of you that say I'm negative, your manager's saying the expectations are to be the best. Listen to that, your manager. Your manager. So all the Arteta fans out there that want to have a dig at me, your manager has said the expectations are always to be the best. Your manager, lying compulsively, constantly, because we are going to compare all the time with the beautiful moments that we lived here together. There is no choice. When is the perfect moment? I don't know. What I'm saying is I do really enjoy what I'm doing. Of course you do. The 8.3 mil helps every year. And how we are doing it, yes, because I know what we can do, what our potential is and where we can take it. And the rest is just fear that you're going to foul because you're looking there. But you need to understand when you can get there. This guy talks in fucking riddles. I swear down. This guy is talking literally in riddles. And especially how you can get there and how clear. Probably it's a matter of time. How much time, Mikel? I've waited 18 years. But if you start to go there and try to find the how and when you don't have the tools to do it, I think you're going to struggle. Can anyone dissect that into fucking English? Jesus Christ. That concludes the press conference bullshit. It weren't even a press conference because they're not press, are they? They're not the press. Yeah, because they're not pressing him on proper questions. It's actually insane. It is actually insane. But there we go. There we go. What do I know? What do I know, mate? I'm just negative because I want to win. Lead the legend. Thank you, Tayyip. Big up to you, man. Yeah, come on. Alex knows as well. Facebook settings. Come on. Facebook gang, gang, gang. Thoughts on Man U appointing Ten Hag. Good luck to him. Yes, remember in modern days, everyone is a winner. Even if you come last, you still won. Yeah, that's very, very true, Harry. Cheers, guys. Very true. Big up to I am Dougie. Big up Lee, always keeping it real. Facts, mate. That's what we do. You're not a prick. Fake people can't handle themselves. The truth about themselves. Come on. Fake people cannot handle the truth. You're not a prick. Thank you. I'm not a prick. You're right. What do you think of Jesus? Could be a good signing. Some divine intervention right there, my guy. Big up, AJ. Is he Project Youth? How old is Jesus? First time on your channel. Like your content. Keep going. Thank you, AP Singh. Appreciate it. Very, very much, mate. Listen, it is what it is. I'll just say what I think. And people don't like it. Facts don't care about their feelings. At the end of the day, the aim of the game is to win the trophy and not just qualify for Champions League to get pumped all around Europe like a two-bit hooker. But there we go. It is what it is. What do I know? Like I said, Super Mick Arteta. He knows exactly what we need. Don't you think that song's kind of ironic? That they're trying to big up this manager. He knows exactly what we need. Tierney at the back, Gabby in attack. We're on our way to Champions League. And then they picked two players that were signed under the previous manager. Why didn't they pick two of Arteta's signings? It's mad, isn't it? I think they were singing Tavares at the back, Eddie in attack. Like, oh my days. It's mad, isn't it? It's actually mad. Where's the United questions? There weren't any. That's what I'm saying. These press conferences, every single week I do them, there is There is no questions on the actual game. Oh, what lineup do you expect from Man United? What's the formation going to be? Where do you think the areas are that you can beat Manchester United? Who's been the standout guy in your opinion for Man United? Who's the danger man? Yeah, they don't ask none of this. They do not ask none of this. It is literally just a massage in their ego exercise for the manager. Yeah, and then they peddle out little sound bites of, oh yes, oh the context, the culture, the capacity. I don't have the capacity. He doesn't have the capacity to take us where we should be, where we knocked a stadium down to be. And I'm going to keep holding this club accountable until they actually start doing what they smashed that stadium down for, before most of these clowns that come in my chat and chat shit to me were even fucking born. They were floating around their old man's sack when we started smashing that stadium down. So yeah, there we go. They've never seen us win a title, but then want to come and tell me that I need to basically lower my standards and it's a youth project. Mate, concentrate on your fucking maths exam, yeah, because you're probably going to fail. Real talk. Yeah, if the way they apply themselves to football and elite level sport, if that's what they're doing in school, the next generation, we're fucked. Like, honestly, we're doomed. We're literally doomed. Callum says, I think we'll win 2-1, but got a feeling it's a slugfest. This is not going to be as easy as Liverpool decimated and took them apart the other day, right, and dismantled them. It's not going to be as easy. Come on, everyone whack the likes up if you haven't already. Big up to everybody in the chat. Make sure you are smacking the likes up, subscribing. Tomorrow, it's obviously an early kickoff. We're good at them, aren't we? We're really good at them. Man United could actually do the double over us for the first time since, I think, 17-18 season. I think, weren't that the season that they beat us 3-1 and De Gea turned into Superman that night? I was at that game. I think that was that season, 17-18. We battered them. I think we had about 20-odd shots on goal. And then they broke away 3 times. I think Martial, Lingard, perhaps? I can't remember. Martial definitely scored, and I'm sure Pogba scored that day. I think that was the last time they actually did the double over us that season. That was how long ago it was. But there we go. Big up to Ramo for the donation. Big up to you, Lee. Can't wait to the Trust the Process FC versus Social Media FC tomorrow. 2 giants who lost their passion for trophies. I couldn't have put it any better, mate. They've sold out to a global audience for merchandise and PR. Neil Ashton, remember him? He was the guy, he actually got this right, that said Mesut Ozil was nicking a living. Remember him? He is the PR guy, and he is the PR guy for Manchester United. All of these journalists that sit there, the Watts, the Benj, the Ornsteins, the Wheatleys, I don't know why anyone listens to him, because it's PR. They've sacrificed actually being a proper journalist and doing journalistical work to actually sit there and go, oh, yes, Mikel. No, Mikel. Oh, yes, you taste lovely, Mikel. Oh, yes, anyway, Mikel. Oh, did you get offered the job? Would you have taken the job before? Oh, my God. Oh, yes, Mikel. Oh, anyway, do you have another question, Charles? Yeah, how about get Gal Davis in there and just get her to ask all the questions, because she knows what she's doing. Big up to Gal Davis. Yeah, the only one who actually sticks it on this manager every time she interviews him. Yeah, and puts questions to him. It's mad. Forget about Fury White. It should be Gunner versus. Never in a million years. I'd rather drink bleach. Yeah, these paid actors, bruv, they ain't fooling me. But big up to you, Merchant. Big up to you, my friend. Hope you're well. Big up to you, my friend. Big up to Darren John on Facebook. Somebody posted earlier boasting that Gibraltar guard is more creative than Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Mate, somebody, when we signed him full-time, not on loan, but full-time, actually posted out there a metric called XT, which I had never heard of in my life. And that put him level with Kevin De Bruyne on XT. I had to find out what XT meant, and it's expected threat. What does that even mean? But unfortunately, mate, football fans these days, they'll be watching the game tomorrow. They'll be sitting there with their spreadsheets, their calculators, their pencil, their ruler, their compass, the abacus, and they were sitting there. Oh my God! Oh, Gibraltar guard. Remember when Maddison was shit? No, neither do I. But apparently, according to this lot, yeah, Maddison weren't any good. How comes he scored more than double the goals of this guy this season? Then and scored more in the league. So you can't just use the Conference League. You are so boring. Well, thanks for watching, Stephen Button. Maybe you should button it and button off. If I'm that boring, why are you here? I love the internet. It's great, isn't it? You're so boring, but you've come to watch me, which is boosting the algorithm. So thank you very much. Appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. Big up to Nathan Minas for the donation. Love for the love always, mate. Always. Probably BS, but have you heard about Gabriel Jesus rumors? I have, and it probably is just BS. Why is he going to leave a club that are serial winners to go to the banter club? I don't really get it. I don't really get it. I don't understand, but it is what it is. Big up Georgie in the chat. Come on, big up Georgie. Could be another will I? I love you, mate. I hope you're good, man. I hope you're good. And signing a Man City reject. Jesus is only 25. Rooney or Aguero. Aguero's light years clear. He's one of the best strikers I've ever seen in my life. Big up to Neftali as well. Hope you're well, man. Saliba spoke recently about his future. He is surely waiting to see if we get Champions League. Thoughts, Lee Suave. Cheers, guys, in the Ray Parlour voice. Cheers. Mate, if he's got anything about him, he'll start at Marseille. They're going to be in the Champions League next season. And they're actually going to compete, if I'm honest. People go, oh, but they got knocked out of the Europa League. Yeah, good one. Come back to me when Mikel Arteta actually does anything in Europe. It's mad, but there we go. Connor, message him, man. Collins.jez on Insta. Message him. Collins.jez. Message him, mate. Thoughts on Haaland to City? Like father, like son. If he goes to City, he might as well just give him the title again. We need a photo with all the big Arsenal journos on puppet strings. Yeah, that'd be sick. That's actually funny. We could do that. Smash the likes up. Big up Chris Mees. Come on. Smash the likes up, people. Currently set on 248 likes. There's 800 in the building. Big up to Facebook. We got people watching everywhere, all over the world. Big up to everyone. And let's carry on for a couple more minutes, then I'm wrapping this up. Lee dissecting PR for 45 minutes. Exactly. That's how we do. That's how we do. Yeah, because majority of people, like I've said, mate, on this planet are thick. Yeah, the majority of football fans are thick. Yeah, so this is why there's channels like me to dissect the PR of the crap that gets spouted out for the thick. If Everton got Arteta instead of Ancelotti, i.e. he's a legend, not Arsenal, do you think he'd still be their manager? Nope. He wouldn't be. He would have been sacked. He wouldn't have been. Big up. Yeah, that's a good comment. He wouldn't have been. I said this the other day as well. Like, I think it was Curtis that said it. That said, does anyone know who Manchester City's number 2 is right now? They don't, do they? Unless you're a Man City fan. But would you hire him as Arteta's replacement if we sacked Arteta? You wouldn't, would you? So I don't get the love fest for this guy. I genuinely do not understand it. It's a drained process, yes. Yes, I remember that save from Alexis. What a player he was, by the way. But apparently, according to Becky B, he wanted to win too much. Yeah, that's mad. That's actually mad. If he was that good, Madrid would have kept him. Exactly, especially when Kroos and Modric are coming towards the end of their career. You would have thought they would have kept him. They don't really let go of good players normally, do they? How many players have Real Madrid let go in the last 10 years that have actually gone on to major success, more success than when they were at Madrid? I can't really think of any, if I'm honest. Maybe Di Maria, maybe, but I don't know. That's questionable, isn't it? But he has won quite a bit at PSG, to be fair to him. Other than that, I'm struggling big time. How can they be Arteta in and Kroenke out? How can you back a process from owners you want out? Arsenal fans don't know what they want. Yes, thank you. Singing to Chelsea fans, you bought it all. You bought it all. when they want Kroenke out to get an owner in to come and buy it all. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. The Perchy knows. Come on. Connor, I don't know what Jez wants, bro. You'll have to message him. You'll have to. I don't know. I can't speak for Jez, mate. I can't speak for him, buddy. I can't speak for him, man. Big up to Steve Gaming, 92. Come on. How are you, buddy? Arteta out. Always. Exactly. Always. Standard procedure. Standard procedure. Facts. Don't care about feelings. I hope you're well, man. Hope you're good. What's your predictions for tomorrow? Says Abdi Rahman Arab. It'd just be a fucking bore fest. I don't really care, mate, if I'm honest. I'm past giving a shit. I just want to get this season done and go and sit on the beach for 11 weeks, mate, until the season starts again, if I'm honest. So there we go. There we go. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to all the mods as well. Big up to everyone smashing the likes up. Big up to Ian Gould. What's your weather like, man? It's fucking freezing here, mate. Yeah, it's freezing over this side of Spain. Raining, gale force winds. It's horrible, man. What's it like where you are? Are you doing watch along and fan cams tomorrow? Standard, man. It's match day. Standard. Last time we was in the Champions League, Mighty Chonks was in primary school. Now I'm in uni. Oh, that's mad. Right, I'm going to do 3 more comments and I'm bouncing. I'm going. And I'll be back tomorrow. Facts, D-dubs. Facts. Ian Robin. That's actually a good point. Yeah, a good point. Hakimi. How many games did Hakimi play for Real Madrid? That's... well, listen, I suppose it's probably the same as Gibraltar guard, isn't it? Kovacic is a shout. Yeah, Kovacic and Robin. Van Nistelrooy. But Van Nistelrooy went there time. Schneider. Kakai. Look how far we're going back, though. Like Schneider, like Fabinho, Marcus Alonso, Kovacic, Robin. Look how far we're going back with some of these players. Hakimi, I'm not convinced, mate. I can't lie. Morientes. He was a good player. But look, we're going back. Look how many years we are going back to find Real Madrid players that have left that club because they're no longer required to then go on and actually kick on and win more when they leave. Struggling, isn't we? Yeah, they don't cock it up very often. They might cock it up with some of the players they sign by spending so much money on them. But we're struggling. Awful, no rain but unsettled. Brother, it's fucking freezing. The gale force winds here are a joke. But there we go. Big up to Paul, the Villa fan. Do you think he'll play holding tomorrow to protect his value? His value is 10 quid anyway. It's mad, isn't it? Recently, it's only Fabinho. There you go. Listen, on that bombshell, people, I'm getting out of here. Have a wonderful evening, whatever it is you're doing. All have a wonderful evening. And yeah, man, we go again tomorrow. We start again tomorrow against Man United. All to be forgiven if we win. And yeah, we're on our way to Champions League. We've got Super Mick Arteta. He knows exactly what we need. Tierney, oh no, Tierney's crocked. Gabby's on the bench. We're on our way to Champions League. We're out of here. Arteta out. Smash the likes up. Big up to all of you. Love you all. Laters. Even the haters. You all come and watch every day. Oh, you're so boring. Oh, I'd smash your face in. You ain't going to do fuck all. Have a nice evening, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Mwah.